Welcome to Elevate English. Elevate your English. Elevate your life. If you found this video informative, please like, share, and subscribe to the Elevate English channel. Let's start our story. The Forest of Forgotten Wishes. Deep in the heart of the enchanted forest, beyond where most dare to wander, there was a place known as the Grove of Forgotten Wishes. It was said to be a magical clearing where the trees whispered in the wind, and the air shimmered with unspoken promises. But most importantly, the grove held the forgotten dreams of the world, unfulfilled desires that had been abandoned over time. Arden Hayes was a wanderer at heart. He had never stayed in one place for too long, always chasing something elusive, though he could never quite name what it was. His parents had passed away when he was young, and ever since, he felt disconnected from the world, unable to find a sense of belonging. His life had been a string of half-lived adventures, never truly at home anywhere. One crisp autumn evening, as the last traces of sunlight dipped below the horizon, Arden found himself walking deeper into the enchanted forest than he had ever dared before. He had heard whispers of the Grove of Forgotten Wishes in passing conversations, but he had always dismissed it as nothing more than a story. But tonight, there was something about the air, something ancient and calling to him. He ventured further until he stumbled into a clearing where the trees stood in a perfect circle, their leaves glowing faintly in the moonlight. In the center of the grove stood an old, twisted oak tree with a gnarled trunk that seemed to shimmer with an ethereal light. As he approached the tree, he felt a strange pull in his chest, as though something was reaching out to him. The air around him seemed to hum, and for the first time in years, he felt a deep sense of peace. There was something magical about the grove, something that seemed to recognize him. Suddenly, a voice, soft but clear, whispered from the depths of the tree. "What is it that you wish for, Arden Hayes?" Arden froze, his breath catching in his throat. He had never truly known what he had wanted. All his life, he had been running, searching for a sense of purpose. But now, standing in the Grove of Forgotten Wishes, the weight of his unanswered questions fell upon him. "I don't know," he whispered back. "I've been searching for something, but I don't know what it is." The voice responded, Perhaps it is time for you to stop searching and allow yourself to be found." The ground beneath Arden's feet trembled slightly, and the oak tree began to glow brighter. The whispers in the wind grew louder, as though hundreds of forgotten wishes were swirling around him, each with a story to tell, each with a desire waiting to be fulfilled. At that moment, Arden realized something profound. It wasn't the search that mattered, but the willingness to let go and embrace what was already around him. As the trees swayed in the wind, the whispers faded into a soft melody, and Arden closed his eyes, feeling the weight of the world lift from his shoulders. The grove had not only heard his unspoken wish, it had answered it. When he opened his eyes again, the grove was quiet, and the moonlight bathed the trees in soft silver. Arden smiled, a sense of peace filling his heart. He didn't need to search anymore. He had found what he had been looking for all along, the courage to simply be. From that night on, Arden Hayes no longer wandered aimlessly. He returned to the village, where he found work as a carpenter, crafting pieces that told stories of the wishes he had left behind in the grove. And though the world was vast, he never again felt lost. For in the Grove of Forgotten Wishes, he had found himself, and that was enough.